Anything?
We'll think of something.
Huh?
All right, we're back. This is part 7 on episode 3. We'll go ahead because if you don't like it anyway, I mean, you can always leave. But we're big wrestling fans, so we're gonna go ahead and do the subject on wrestling. We'll give you some updates and maybe let us know some updates on Razor. See how he's been.
Oh yeah. If y'all don't like it, man, y'all can go and feed your grandmother. I don't know what you're gonna do. What y'all do? Fuckers. But anyway, wrestling.
Anything on Razor?
Anything about Razor Scott Hall? Usually it's bad news about Scott Hall, but apparently, I mean, Scott Hall is so underrated in wrestling. The guy,
He is not appreciated.
he's not appreciated because of his lifestyle, which includes a lot of drinking and drugs.
Which is everybody out there.
Apparently, his ex-wife tweeted that about when the time that he was fired by TNA,
Yeah.
that she had gone to see him and he was pretty fucking high on crack cocaine and beer and all sorts of stuff. But that's his ex-wife, so who knows if she's saying the truth or not. But, Razor's still the man.
Spurs are now only up by 1.
Yeah, they're only up by 1 point. Things are looking pretty dire. Here's another interesting thing about wrestling. Do you know a guy named CM Punk? Yeah, he doesn't know. But I'm sure all y'all nerds know about CM Punk. Anyway, he's a guy that he works for WWE right now, and he's gonna come to San Antonio in May, supposedly, for Raw. Well, apparently he doesn't want to re-sign with WWE, and a lot of the wrestling websites are like, well, why? Why doesn't he want to re-sign with WWE?
They're dogging on him?
Yeah, they're so amazing, and why doesn't he want to stay? And there's nowhere else to go.
What?
There's nowhere else to go.
There's about 4 other independent wrestling out there.
There's TNA. That's the second best wrestling organization in the world. I mean, they do have Kurt Angle, Rob Van Dam, the Hardy Boys, the Dudleys, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Sting.
Pretty much all the originals.
They have a lot of stars over there. You can't say that, oh, well, there's nowhere else for him to go. Like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? It's just more bias. More bias against anything that's not WWE. So, basically, what happens is, did you know that if you leave the WWE, you know what the internet wrestling community labels you? WWE reject.
Rejects.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it will always follow you.
But do you think that matters to anybody at the TNA? No.
Probably not.
He could be a bigger star at the TNA, or just stay there as a TNA.
Yeah, he could just be himself over there, too.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to be all fucking PG'd out and shit. He doesn't have to lose to John Cena every week.
Okay, what a lot of y'all newbies don't know, or your new kids, is WWE has pretty much sold out. All right, McMahon figures he can make more money off these guys that are so roided up and sell it to kids. Matches are beyond fake now. We all know matches are rigged and set up or whatever, but at least they used to have some sort of hope, some sort of realistic to it. But not anymore. It's all about which wrestler is bigger to grab the fans. Because apparently that's what kids like, big bodybuilders. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with this country. Why do kids like bodybuilders? But that's what McMahon has exposed. Now TNA, however, as far as old school types, old school nerds here,
Yeah.
we know who the wrestlers are. We know, we were raised, we were brought up with them, and we grew up with them. And that's why TNA is much more better than, Vince. Yeah, God, Vince, you burned somewhere.
It is such bullshit. When Kevin Nash and Booker T, when they were in TNA, all those internet fuckers said, "Oh, they're so old. They're so old. They're out of it. They're out of shape. Why are they hanging on? How come they're not letting the new guys come back?" Okay, as soon as they go back to WWE, Booker, yeah. I wanted to see him for so long,
yeah.
And he can do this match and he can do that match, and Kevin Nash, wow, he got the biggest fucking cheer at Royal Rumble, and I'd love to see him at WrestleMania in a match. Come on, that's
you fucking posers,
such
man.
hypocrites,
Posers.
Such hypocrites, man. I swear, But on top of that. Okay, they got all this bullshit about Jeff Hardy recently. Jeff Hardy, I don't know if you know this. He's got a big ass drug thing on him. Okay, he's had it since he left WWE.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Okay, they raided his house. They found all sorts of like drugs.
It's all hardcore.
Yeah, it's hardcore. It's cool. I like it. But
we don't promote drugs.
we don't promote drugs. But he was doing like it wasn't really hardcore drugs. It was like supplements and steroids and things like that. Okay.
Over the counter type stuff.
Yeah. It was a lot of that bullshit, like OxyContin and shit like that.
Spurs are now down by 3.
Okay, it's been widely known that Jeff Hardy, he likes to drink, like Razor. Okay, he's a lot like Scott Hall. He's a lot like a new version of Scott Hall.
He's the new Razor.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, so he leaves WWE because WWE decided that they wanted to make fun of him using CM Punk.
As him.
Making fun of his drug things.
Oh, that's messed up.
So he didn't want to resign with there. He signed with TNA, okay, because they're more lenient on, so far as your character, what you want to do in the ring, and how you want to live your life, okay. They're not so stringent. So he signed with TNA. He's still battling his demons, like anybody that has fucking alcohol problems or anything like that will do. He was a TNA champion with Immortal, with Hulk Hogan, and he showed up wasted at TNA's Victory Road pay-per-view, which was last month, and he was in no shape to wrestle. Sting had a choice. They told Sting, Mr. Born Again Christian, they said, all right, you can either try to figure out how to work a match and keep the fans happy, or you can just, do whatever the fuck you want.
Fucking Jesus 2.0 is recruiting everybody.
So Jesus 2.0 decided that, no, I'm not going to do a match with the guy that's drunk, wasting.
Yeah.
So he beat Jeff Hardy in 30 seconds on a pay-per-view. The main event of the pay-per-view.
That's sad.
Screwing over all the fans that bought the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Ending the show 10 minutes early.
Well, that's not literally directed at the fans, but at the management.
At the management, yeah, because they could have done something else different.
So to clarify that, fans, if you feel you got fucked, you got to look at it at Sting's point of view.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just you got to give it to him. That's a veteran fighter. He deserves better, and you're gonna give him a drunk and expect him to work with that. He's already been through that, so don't cry
He's
about
been
it.
through everything, man. He's been through everything. So they TNA has their things that they have to work through, of course, like any
other type.
any promotion, man. Recently, Kurt Angle was stopped for DWI. Hey, it happens.
Oh, who hasn't been?
It happens, man. It happens. But for the internet wrestling community to say that, because Jeff Hardy had his problems, and TNA has already sent him to rehab. They're paying for his rehab. They're sending him to rehab, and they got him out of there quick. And they put the belt on the Christian Sting, and it's like the internet wrestling community wants to say, all of TNA is drug addicts and they do steroids, and I mean, come on. I mean, just because one or two guys, and because you don't like.
Well, that's pretty much a cheap shot of McMahon trying to expose it. I don't know why nobody goes after McMahon. I mean, like we said, hundreds of wrestlers have died under his belt and watch, and are continually dying.
Exactly, man.
WWE is all about bigger and better. It's all about more drugs, more wrestling. Are they alcoholics? No. But are they drug users as far as when it comes to roids? Yeah. McMahon will always deny it. He will never acknowledge any of it. But as long as he's getting his money with bodybuilders selling it to fucking kids, he doesn't care. Because, hey, McMahon needs a lot of millions of dollars to do whatever it is the fuck he does. He probably jerks off to it. He goes home,
He
whatever.
probably does.
But TNA, at least, yeah, they have their couple of oddballs or whatever. It's like having a black sheep in the family. It will happen.
It's like any kind of basketball team.
Yeah, they have their one,
One or two guys that are like not doing everything right.
You're always gonna get you Latrell Sprewell in the bunch.
Exactly, man. But I'll tell you right now. Another thing was interesting. Okay, wrestling. The word wrestling. Okay, WWE. Last week, they decided that they're gonna phase the word wrestling out of their product totally.
Into what?
They're just gonna be known as
Cocksuckers?
WWE. They're just gonna be known as WWE Entertainment. They
Worldwide entertainment.
worldwide entertainment, worldwide. They're not sure what they're gonna fucking continue with that.
Worldwide cocksuckers. That's what I'd call it.
They do not want the word wrestling or wrestler to be uttered on their programming ever again.
What the hell do you think you were based on, you stupid fucks?
Okay, anybody out there watch the last episode of Tough Enough, which is their bullshit reality show that they air right after Raw? Bret Hart, the Hall of Famer Bret Hart, he appeared on the episode of Tough Enough and he talked to the wrestlers. And every time he said the word wrestler, they bleeped him.
Wow.
Yeah. Or they edited it out. Yeah. Yeah. They don't want to be associated with wrestling. So Hulk Hogan, that's why he came out on his Twitter and he said basically, TNA, the only wrestling organization in North America.
Wow.
Exactly. So, think about this, WWE marks out there. And a mark is, you're a mark for the WWE. Dude, that's not wrestling anymore.
It's not.
It's whatever the fuck it is, but
It's like it's a whole new level of showmanship and acting.
Exactly. You ever wonder why the whole WWE Hall of Fame? Think about this. I'm gonna list guys that are not in it. Okay, 5 guys. Owen Hart. Guy fucking died in a WWEF ring when they were WWF. Owen Hart, not in the Hall of Fame. Sting,
Not.
not in the Hall of Fame. And the only reason why? Because he won't sign a contract with the WWE. What kind of fucking Hall of Fame is that? You know? Another guy that's not in the WWE Hall of Fame, Goldberg. Drew Carey's in the Hall of Fame.
Do y'all know that McMahon literally fucked Goldberg out of his rights and contracts on WWE because he pretty much made more money than McMahon, which is pretty stupid. Goldberg was probably one of the most out of nowhere popular wrestlers to ever come out besides Hogan, but since he and they still didn't give him that money. I don't know what the status on you, Goldberg, if you're in any legal lawsuits against him, but
Goldberg doesn't need the money, but
yeah, we know that. But I mean,
he doesn't want to be in the business no more.
He's still entitled to that money that he lost. This guy had fans rights, shirts, anything, any type of property that was Goldberg entitled to him. He didn't receive any of it.
Okay, 3 other guys that will never ever be in the WWE Hall of Fame. Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner, former WCW champion, multiple time fucking tag team champion with the Steiner Brothers. He'll never be there. Jeff Jarrett, multiple time world champion, the founder of TNA, never will be.
They're not going to induct him because he's TNA.
Never ever. And the last guy,
even Bischoff won't be in it.
Oh, Bischoff, he even said he will never
accept.
He won't accept it. Yeah, he won't accept it because of the way they treated WCW, which it was his. WCW was his. The one guy, the number one guy of all time, that will never ever be in the WWE Hall of Fame, the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Why did they screw him out of it?
Think about this: Drew Carey, Pete Rose, William Shatner.
They're all in the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame. Okay.
Okay, they're all in the Hall of Fame of wrestling.
Think about this. Think about this, man. Triple H will get in the Hall of Fame before Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah. He could just put his name in there.
And there's a lot of rumors of why Macho Man won't be allowed into the Hall of Fame. And the most ultimate one. Well, there's another guy that could be a number 1 and 2 with Macho Man. That is the Ultimate Warrior. That will never ever fucking be in the Hall of Fame.
He went a little crazy, but nobody knows what happened.
Ultimate Warrior will never fucking be. You know how much Vince McMahon hates Ultimate Warrior? He even fucking made an entire 3-disc DVD called The Self-Destruction of the Ultimate Warrior. That's how much he hates him. How about that?
Man.
That's how much. But
we'll go ahead and cut up right now and come back.
Right.
Spurs are down by 6.
Oh my god!
Third, so I don't think the Spurs are gonna make it.
Nope.
But we'll be right back.
Be right back, motherfuckers. Fuck you, Trump.
The hell with Parker.